Welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, spawning in the right hand side of the map in the color yellow. We're back with Salami, and he's going to be opening up with a pit mine, not deciding to do what he did last game and do some very long distance gold mining. It didn't work out too well for him, but this time he's going to be on the straggler trees. His opponents stay in the left hand side of the map in the color blue. We've got Dio Favnent Perennes. I butchered that severely, but we're not going to talk about that because he's opening up with an Age 1 barracks. Look at this. We haven't seen this in a while. Okay, this is cool to see. I like some variation. We are on the map Altai right here. And I mean, Age 1 Men-at-Arms works pretty well because look at this. Salami. I mean, maybe he did want to do his long distance mining because this time these buildings are going to get burnt down by these Men-at-Arms. So maybe Dio's onto something here with the Age 1 Men-at-Arms. We did see this in the Red Bull tournament up against the Mongols with their Uvu, and it worked really well. So Dio deciding to pull something out of that book, and it does it versus the Malians here. So how is Salami going to react to this? Because I doubt it's going to be an Age 1 barracks of his own. I mean, he could go for some Donzo, but you need quite a few of them to you know, for it to be worth investing into that early barracks. So we're gonna have to see how many Age 1 Men-at-Arms that Dio decides to go for here. It looks like it's just gonna be the one for now, but that might just be because he doesn't have enough food in the bank yet. We are gonna have to see. But maybe his thinking was that if you just get out one, you might be able to deny a few houses. But I mean, the houses just go up so quick. Oh, I take that back. We've actually got two here. So he's actually had this here for quite a while. We can see he's burning down this pit mine with the scout. And I mean, if this is all that he's using it for, I feel like that's a little bit worthless. I mean, these guys are expensive. 100 food, 20 gold. I mean, it's expensive just to burn down some houses. When you know, if you picked like the Mongols or like the Rus, you could just get out some scouts and do this. I feel like the Men-at-Arms are a little bit pointless here, but I guess you can use them later on down the line, and they do have some pretty decent siege, so I guess why not? Why not? May as well. But Salami not going to be reacting with anything, just wants to go for the age up, and we can see how quickly that gold comes in. Not going to be denying any of the not going to be denying the age up. So the age up is coming through from Salami. It's going to be the Mansa Quarry as standard. We're not going to be seeing any trade this game. I mean, it's a perfect map to do so. Altai is the trading map for the Malians. I mean, you stick your landmark like here, and then you can get your traders going from over here to here, and the landmark gives you some nice food and gold. But not going to be doing that today. Going for a very standard build order here with the Mansa Quarry, and we can see 3 Men-at-Arms on the battlefield right now. Looks like he's going to be sticking with just the 3 for now. It makes a lot of sense. Doesn't want to overinvest, but I feel like three Men-at-Arms might be overinvesting already. That's 300 food and 60 gold right there just to burn down some houses, and Salami can age up anyway. It's not a big deal. That's only what, 100 wood right there. 100 wood. I mean, this is 150 to be fair, but we're gonna have to see if this will get burned down. I would expect so. I mean, we can see there he's just gonna leave those burning, as those will get destroyed with time. And now going to be focusing down the pit mine. So it looks like the pit mine is going to be taken out as well. Salami is now going to have to build some houses in the base, not next to a pit mine, which feels a little bit sad, but he needs the population room right now. I get that's something that Dio has achieved here. He's managed to pop cap Salami, so he's going to have to invest in these houses on not quite an optimized position here. Salami trying to get a... He might be... Yeah, I think he's trying to take out the scout right here. I mean, you want to try and kill as many of these units as possible. But Men-at-Arms going to be focusing down Salami scout. Salami needs to be careful. Same with Dio, though. I mean, he's just trying to buy as much time here as possible. He doesn't want his pit mine to be going down. And we can see the age up has come through. Salami has enough wood to build a production building. Where is it? He had enough wood. Where did it go? Where did it go? Salami, what are you doing? Oh, Salami. What is going on here? Okay, so this is like quite a forward barracks right here. interesting. I mean, his pit mine is going to be going down. I'm surprised he didn't like pull a villager or something. Just, I mean, I guess that would have gone down from the men at arms, but I mean, the barracks is going to be going up for Salamis. Now he's going to be making Muso Fadi warriors. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. I mean, Muso Fadi warriors are good up against the men at arms, as men at arms are armored units, and these guys obviously counter armored units just like the men at arms. I was having a conversation with someone the other day. We were sort of debating as to what this unit is, because I personally think it's a crossbow alternative because it counters heavy units. But the person I was speaking with seemed to think it was more of like a man at arm alternative. So let me know what you think of what you think it is, because men at arm is meant to be like a frontline unit, and I feel like these guys just aren't a great frontline unit. But yeah, let me know what you think of that, because I think these guys, yeah, they're just really squishy. I feel like they're meant to be used more as like a crossbow, you know, sort of mix in there a little bit when there's lots of heavy units. But yeah, let me know what you think of that. The age up is finally coming through from Dio now. It's going to be going up with the council hall right there. It's extremely late. I mean, six minutes would almost be, you know, 6 minutes 40 by the time he ages up. Definitely quite late there. And we can see Dio is going to be spotting out this forward barracks. I don't know why Salami built this forward. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. I don't see what this achieves. Like, it's forwards enough for it to be very, very easy to be burnt down by Dio, but it just doesn't. If Salami pulled a villager and built it over here, I would be like, pretty cool. He's gonna do some cool raiding with it. I just don't see what this does here, but I'm sure Salami has something up his sleeve. And we can see he is going to be moving out to the north, or the south side here, expanding out those houses around this gold mine. Going to be building the pit mine there as well. So I wonder if we're going to see the continuation of a Muso Fadi warrior. I would expect not, as we do have a longbow coming out from Dio right now. And obviously Muso Fadi warriors, not the greatest up against longbow. Longbow can just outrange them so far. So what is Salami's plan right here? You can see he is going to be building a second archery range now. He's producing quite a few of these javelin throwers, and javelin throwers do pretty well up against the longbowmen here. But obviously the longbowmen do have the longer range, and we can see Salami's now going to be moving forwards. Definitely interesting decision. He is Dio's going to be taking the ball. I mean, makes a lot of sense. 5 villagers can come out here, build a nice tower here. You've got a nice steady food source, but I mean, not something the English typically do, as they can just sort of sit back in the base with the farms. But was that really just for no reason? You know, Dio just felt like killing that boar. And now we can see the consequence of Salami building his barracks here. It's going to be burnt down. Salami, what are you doing, mate? I mean, maybe his plan is... I get it. All right, so this is what's going on in Salami's head, right? I build barracks here. He burns it down. I then flank him and kill his army. We're going to have to see how that works out. Because I really don't see any other reason why the barracks is here. We can see the Muso Fadi warriors are going to be taking a trade against these men-at-arms. We can just see here the longbowmen just trade so effectively up against them. And now we have an outpost being dropped here by 1 villager. And we can see the javelin throwers just being taken out by the longbow. I mean, there's just too much of a mass of them right now. And Salami's going to have to think about something else. That barracks is going to be going down. 150 wood. I would say wasted right there. I mean, it really didn't have to be placed here. Second town center for Salami is going to be coming down, however. And we can see, it looks like Dio is looking to go really heavy into the H2 play here. Spamming out those men-at-arms as well as the longbowmen. And I feel like this works really well up against the Malians. The Malians, they don't really have too much to counter early, to counter any armored unit, to be honest. Apart from the Muso Fadi warrior, which gets heavily countered by these longbowmen. I mean, these guys can just target out those Muso Fadi warriors from afar. So it's really hard for Salami to try and counter this, and he's trying his best with these javelin throws. Javelin throws right now are probably the best option that he could go for. Or, I mean, to be honest, going for some sofas. Sofas might be really, really decent in this position. But it's not what we see at the moment. Villager for Dio needs to be careful. He's going to be going down right there. Unfortunately for him, we see Salami now has a 1 villager lead. But Siege Engineering coming through from Dio. Looking to really put on some pressure in this early stage of the game. Been constantly pressuring Salami here. Really building that massive longbowman. And still mixing in a couple men-at-arms there as well. Another villager being pulled now. Going to be building up that outpost in the stealth forest this time. Siege Engineering now comes in. He's got enough wood to build a ram. There it is. And here we go. 2 stables being dropped down from Salami. Gets instantly cancelled. Yeah, he's going to move it to the back of the base. I mean, building them here would be another almost barracks, like he did with the barracks over here. As soon as he builds it, instantly destroyed. So we do have the rams coming out from Dio. So building them a little bit further back here makes a lot of sense. So maybe he looks to go into some warrior scouts. But most likely it's going to be the sofas. The sofas would work really well up against what Dio has here. But, you know, Dio can always go into some spearmen of his own. And Salami right now just has no units on the battlefield. What has he been doing? I mean, he's got 4 javelin throwers right now. That is it. He's had to move his resources other places now. He's got... Why has he moved them over there? I mean, Salami's had some really weird placements this game. I mean, just putting stuff in random placements. 2 cattle coming out as well for him. I mean... okay, so he's actually going to be using it for food. This is something that we saw last game as well. Basically, players looking to use cattle as a food source. Because usually we see them get put in the pasture. And then they can just, you know, sit there, gather up some food idly. But we actually see some players actually now buying them with the gold. I mean, they only cost 100 gold. I guess you get 500 food out of it. So short term it's great. Long term it's bad. Because obviously you're saving on the wood. So we do see the sofa spam starting to come out, but Salami really struggling on the food front right now. We can see that all of those houses in the pit mine has gone down there. Emplacements coming in on that outpost as well. And then these outposts are just slowly creeping forwards. Ram pushing forward now onto these archery ranges. And this is why you always build your production buildings behind the base. And we see the arrows from the town center not going to be doing too much damage here onto the ram. Unfortunately for Salami, his production buildings are going to be going down there. And we just see the constant spam of army coming out from Dio right now. And Salami just really doesn't have a lot going for him. I mean, he's got a bit of a village lead as he has been on these 2 town centers. But it's only 7, and now we see Salami trying to make something happen here. The sofa is going to be instantly going down. The longbowman focusing down those sofas. 2 more on the back line coming in as well. But it just really feels really weak right now. And the longbows, they're going to be able to target down these javelin throwers right now. They're going to be dropping down like flies right there. And I mean, once those guys go down, the men-at-arms are going to be able to target down the villagers. We see so much idle right now. 15 villagers being idled inside of the town center right there. Trying to jump out and burn down that ram, but not going to be achieving too much right there. Dio could move these rams down a little bit. Might be a little bit nicer down here. As you do want to make sure those villagers don't pop out onto the rams. We can just see so much spam coming out right now, though. The outposts are going to be moving forward. Some villagers jump out again, taking out 1 ram, doing actually a pretty decent job right now. But, I mean, look at the blue bar right there. Dio, 33 military compared to Salami's 0 right now. Well, he's got 2 now, 2 sofas, but this is not looking too great for Salami at all. Luckily, he does have the TC fire here, actually doing quite a bit of damage onto the army. Like, Dio probably doesn't want to have all these units sitting under here, but he can afford it. I mean, this is so much idle time right now. We got 24 villagers right now for Salami being idled. Villagers going to be jumping out yet again onto the battering ram, but this gives Dio time to target down those villagers. We can see only 12 villagers fit inside of the town center right there. That means, you know, 2 went down right there. And look at all of the injured villagers. The ram is probably going to be going down here, but at what cost? I mean, Salami's behind in eco right now. He's behind in military by 33 times. And behind this, we can see Dio's actually chopped some stone and is going to be going for a second town center to increase that villager lead even more. There we go. The ram does go down, but it's all right. Dio can probably just pull back at this point, or he can just... Yeah, he's going to pull back. Makes a lot of sense to just pull back and then build just 2 more rams. See, there's the first, and then I won't be surprised if we see a second as well. And then push back under here and take out this town center. And there's not a lot Salami can do about it. I mean, where is his military right now? Salami did have a couple of sofas, but I think they got instantly wiped out. We can see Salami has unidled his economy, but really not looking too great for him at the moment. And Dio looking to... He's actually on berries. I mean, this is not something you like to see as the English, but especially when you got a couple mils here. Wow, okay. GG gets called. Was not expecting Salami to tap out there, but we can see that Dio was about to push in for that final push anyway. So, there it is. The English looking super strong up against the Malians right there with the men at arms. If you did enjoy this, guys, please do feel free to leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next game.